In this question, we're going to use double angle formulae as well as the compound angle formula as well as trig identities to show that the left hand side of this equation can be rewritten as the right hand side. So straight off the bat, sine squared of theta plus a third pi, we're going to rewrite that out as sine of theta plus a third pi all squared. We're going to first focus on expanding this compound angle formula using this formula that's given in an equation sheet and then squaring what we get from that. So let's do that. So in this case, we're replacing a with theta and we're replacing b with a third pi. And then putting it into that equation, you'll get sine of theta multiplied by cos of a third pi. And you add on to that sine of a third pi multiplied by cos of capital A, which is just cos theta. And then just remembering to square all of that. So you're expected to know that a cos of a third pi is actually just equal to a half. And that sine of a third pi is actually just equal to root 3 over 2. So let's do that. And putting that into this equation, we have a half sine theta plus root 3 over 2 cos theta all squared. Now when you square a bracket, that just means you're multiplying it by itself. So I'm going to write this bracket out 2 times. And then we can expand and simplify just like how we would if it was a quadratic. So I'll show you what I mean. So a half sine theta times a half sine theta is a quarter sine squared theta. A half sine theta times root 3 over 2 cos theta. Well, a half times root 3 over 2 is root 3 over 4 when you multiply the tops and bottoms of the fractions together. And then we have sine theta cos theta. When we multiply root 3 over 2 cos theta with a half sine theta again, we get the same thing, root 3 over 4 sine theta cos theta. So I'm just going to write here 2 root 3 over 4 sine theta. You might recognize that, well, 2 over 4 is just 1 over 2. So I'm just going to replace this with root 3 over 2 sine theta cos theta. That saves us having to write out that other term again. When multiplying these two together, root 3 times root 3 is 3, 2 times 2 is 4, and then there's cos theta times cos theta, which is cos squared theta. Great. Going from there, you can actually simplify this further because I don't know if you remember from year 1 trig identities, but sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is actually just equal to 1. Here we have a quarter sine squared theta plus 3/4 cos squared theta, but I'm going to show you how to deal with that actually, because once you have this expression here, which is all of this, we're adding onto that a half sine squared theta, and on top of that we're subtracting 3/4. Now a quarter plus a half is a quarter plus 2/4, which is 3/4. So we can simplify this and collect like terms and call this 3 over 4 sine squared theta. That's going to help us because now we have 3 over 4 sine squared theta plus 3 over 4 cos squared theta. Or we can say that as 3/4 of sine squared theta plus cos squared theta when you factor out 3/4. And then you can just say that's just equal to 3/4 itself. So we can replace, let me get my highlight out because it's getting quite complex. So we replace this and this with 3/4. Moving on from that, we still have this term here, plus root 3 over 2 sine theta cos theta. And then we also have minus 3 over 4. Now 3/4 take away 3/4 just cancels out, so we're left with just root 3 over 2 sine theta cos theta. So just like that, we've gone as far as we can with the left hand side of this equation. Let's now try to think about how that's equal to a quarter root 3. I'm just going to write this here, sine 2 theta. Well, the easiest way to do that is let's focus on expanding this out and we can see if these two actually equal each other. I'm going to change the color of my pen quickly, but once again we're going to use this formula here to expand out sine 2 theta. In this case, A is going to be theta and B is also going to be theta because theta plus theta gets you to 2 theta. So let's find sine of 2 theta. So it's sine A cos B, plus sine B cos A. It will just be sine theta cos theta plus cos theta sine theta, which will just add to 2 sine theta cos theta, meaning that a quarter times root 3 multiplied by sine 2 theta, which is all of this. It can just be simplified because 2 over 4 is the same as 1 over 2. So it just becomes a half root 3 sine theta cos theta, which, as you can see, matches what we've got to on the left hand side. So you can go reverse from here. You can say that, well, this is essentially root 3 over 2 multiplied by sine theta cos theta. Or you can split up like this actually. You can say that this is equal to this. And since this is equal to this whole thing is equal to that. A lot of this and that, but hopefully you get what I mean. And this is quite a difficult question, an A-star level question for sure. But yeah, I assumed here, by the way, you know how to do double angle formulae. If you'd like me to go through that, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a separate video about that. But yeah, be sure to like the video if it helped and subscribe. I'll post more A-star level questions very soon.